economy than I inherited. There is a bigger net international reserve position than was handed me in 2018. I inherited 94,999,000 United States dollars in net international reserves. And I am handing over to the next administration a net international reserve position of 222,700,000 United States dollars. This is 136% increase in the net international reserve position. The total cash balance in the government's consolidated account is United States $40,044,365.90. In 2018, my government inherited a consolidated cash position of $7 million United States dollars. The next administration thus has more resources to deal with emergency macroeconomic challenges than my administration had at its disposal in 2018. My fellow citizens, through our time together, I held still fast to two cornerstones of leadership: keeping the peace and upholding the democratic.
Significant pressure that was brought to bear as to mean that as a reward of such, the conspiracy was born.
When by dint of choice, we enable and allow. When you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity, it concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence 30 years prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brendan Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and now prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years on conventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the Special Court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western leaders.
Where you at? Looking for your stomach, stop slipping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on. I know y'all sleeping. Y'all gotta whip my song, yeah? Okay, let's go. People lie to us. The government betray us. They get lost, they get stiff. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with their speech they put in D, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why does you lie? Why does you steal? Why does you allow the citizens to be? We just tell you. Now why we voted you? But you screw us, you use us and little abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. The people screw us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. They lie. The people fool us.
Oh yes, George W. Bush.
The government betray us.
George W. Bush Sr. He says war crimes will be prosecuted. War criminals will be punished. And it will be no defense to say, I was just following orders, unquote.
You see the reason why we ask why the government
war crimes will be prosecuted. War criminals will be punished. And it will be no defense to say, I was just following orders. Those of you who are following orders, those of you who are taking instructions, even when the instructions in your faces are not correct, even when the instructions in your faces are based on your evaluation are wrongly dangerous to the peace and stability of our country, you still go ahead to implement those instructions. Oh, how wish we will have a president who will create a space that allows everybody to account for his or her role play,
We tired with the
doing his or her service in public service.
We tired with the speech they preach in DNA.
That's what George Bush Sr. said.
We saw a frustrated
War crimes will be prosecuted.
precious spirit.
War criminals will be punished.
Just
And it will be no excuse
how we go tell you. Thank God.
where you will have people saying, oh, I was taking orders.
Because a little.
I was taking instructions.
Why? The government should lie.
No.
Why? But I didn't.
Everyone will be allowed to account for his or her role play. Doing your service to the country. If your role was good, we will celebrate you. We give you your gold medal, or your silver medal, or your bronze medal. If your role was terrible that led us into committing war criminals or war crimes and creating war criminals, war criminals will be punished and the war crimes will be investigated. And let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to those of you in the diaspora. Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics, and even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight on the first edition of the show for the year 2026. Very beautiful things have happened. Very interesting things are happening across our country, across the world. The men are speaking, and the men are arresting the boss. A complicated, but somebody said sophisticated movement for the ones to copy code. And so on this edition of the show, I'd like to welcome all of you across the country, across the globe. To this edition, this is the first edition of Freedom Hard Talk on Freedom FM 87.9. Just a lot of things happened while we were away. We could not air or submit our views or opinions on the different issues that took place in our country. But we are back to continue the engagement. And trust me, it is going to be very interesting. Tonight, I really wanted to talk politics, if I hardcore politics. But then I realized that people, all of our fans and our followers really want to understand a lot of things. I took a break before the Christmas season, I better wait for 2 months plus, yes, or almost 2 months plus. Other folks are interested. But we'll talk politics. Trust me, it's not possible that Austin Kawa will appear on radio in the face of all of the political issues. He does not talk politics. We will talk politics. We will have to interact with our people. The people who got us here. The people who have us here. The people for which we are here. Amazing, you know how amazing. I really, really, really miss you. Amazing, Bowie. If you can just look in my heart and see how amazing, amazing microphone, Bowie. Same time I reach, it was hell.
Your vision and your mission, your intention.
But let's interrupt. It's good to be back. It's good we're back. It's good we cross over to 2026.
Why? The government should lie. Why? But the question that we are.
Small politics will come in about a statement I read on the Executive Mansion website. Small politics may also come in about the response from the president about the FOIA project. I'm not diving into the whole Louis Brown controversy and Liberia's alignment with the statement from the EU and the ECOWAS. But I think I'm interested in a response from the president about the FOIA project. I think I'm also concerned about the government, the E-Mansion post about the illumination of the ELWA to RIA, right, unquote.
Indeed, and now you need to deceive us. Making we saw the frustrators.
We've made some adjustment in the show, but it's not going to take effect this week. It's going to take effect next week.
Just tell you. Now why we will tell you.
We have introduced the interview segment on the show.
Why?
That's going to run for 45 minutes interview, exclusive interview with any newsmaker. That's going to take place next week. This week we are interacting. This week is going to be our last interaction for 2 hours. Next week we will only interact for 1 hour 15 minutes. The last 45 minutes will be an interview, an exclusive interview with a newsmaker. Very shortly, we'll take a break from our sponsor, Crumb Stopper Liberia. Omen Sim Sion, thank you very much, Chief. Very strong, Hayaka. I don't know how you strong, sir. And then we'll go to our Facebook Live to welcome all of you to the New Year's edition of the show. And then we'll open the telephone lines for you to call in and interact with us. Tell us how was your last year and how is your new year going. And what is on your mind for today? That segment continues into the new year. And then we move into our discussion. And then we move into our discussion. So yes, let's take a break from our sponsor, Crumb Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we welcome all of you who are joining us via Facebook. And then we will fire small. We just fire small. We touch Braga small. We touch CDC small. Until we touch the Executive Mansion Press people small. Then we'll go home. Okay, so where is Omen Sim Sion? He said he now
Where you at? Where can you stop us? Stop slipping. Lift your hands. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't tell her in your hands for your authority. That it can't take your life. Come stop right here for us. We need safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you not talking, I mean you check. You wait for safety. If you see don't keep it. No part of the boy. Come stop. The people bringing safety to your door. Come stop.
Hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero.
Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia. Stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Keep it ourselves. Let's stop the crime for all of us. Stop the people bringing safety to your door. Stop the crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior. Keep it ourselves. Let's stop the crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stop it, crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, keep it ourselves, let's stop it, crime for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stop it, crime and make it peace for them before. Stop Liberia. From the center to interior, keep it ourselves, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
I'm doing something here. Listen, I got somebody. I'm calling somebody away. I got 3 persons to call tonight. That's how we're doing the show. I got 3 persons to call tonight. I'm calling the first person. I'm calling the first person 3 times. The second person 3 times. The third person 3 times. If they all don't answer, yeah, they were good. The second time the other person phone ringing. Let's see whether the person will answer. We're celebrating our New Year now, a New Year edition of the show. So yeah. So the second person's phone, the first person's phone is ringing. Let's see whether this person answer. 2 miss. Let's go. The last attempt. The last attempt. Let's see whether this person will answer. Me, I know the person. This is real. I disqualify the person. The person is me. The particular person is listening to the radio, so I'll disqualify the person. I disqualify you. The person I'm calling is listening to the radio, so I disqualify the person. I disqualify the person. The person is listening. Okay, so the other 2 persons are reserved. Let me recognize. Let me welcome all of you watching us to the show. Now we'll call the other 2 persons. I know. So who you think I'm calling tonight? If you're watching the show, comment in the comment section. Who do you think I'm calling tonight? I'm calling 3 persons tonight. The first person by disqualify that first person because that first person by I'm 88% convinced that that person is listening to the show or following the show. So let me see whether I can recognize. Let me welcome all of you to the show tonight. And then we'll move to call the second person. I'm calling 3 human beings tonight in Liberia. 3 human beings whose voices you would like to hear, you would love to hear. I'm calling them tonight. On a way, they are not even expecting my call. And one of them we have never spoken, I don't know for how many years on the telephone, but we have met on many occasions. So I'm calling 3 persons tonight. So Matari Stevens, welcome to the show. Nathan Jabadia, welcome to the show from Greenville. hold there enough palm oil there because I'm coming there anytime soon, and I want to return with some palm oil and all of that. James Noah, welcome. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. Papa Keita, thank you for following the show. Chelsea, Buema, Happy New Year to you too. Venetius Junior Bar from Nikuta. Metro Media, thank you. Metro Media has been doing a great job, a phenomenal job, and so we want to appreciate Metro Media and encourage all of you to also follow Metro Media. They're doing a great job. They've been in partnership with us, and we highly appreciate their work. They're not pro. They're not pro regime. They're not pro opposition. They are doing a great job. Rose Nimen Bella, welcome to the show. Anna Taylor, Happy New Year to you, bro. It's good to have all of you joining tonight. Verma McIntosh Kla from Norway, thank you so much. City Geeks, it's good to have you joining us tonight from Canada. Honorable J.D. Williams, welcome from Johnsonville. Jerison Tupa, thank you. From Lower Margibi, that's Margibi or Johnsonville, that's Johnsonville, Victoria Island. Welcome to the show, Dubon Hill, Duety. Happy New Year to all of you, Dubon and Duety. It's good to have you joining us tonight. Grace Patricia Davy is also joining us. Happy New Year to you, Jerison Tupa. Welcome to the show as well. Grace Buema Kui from Kiki Soup Factory. Welcome to the show. Anna Kakula is joining us tonight. Happy New Year to you. Marcos Gallo Senior, welcome to the show. Happy New Year to you. Carnes County, Happy New Year to you. Person Holmes, there's no S. So Person Home, welcome to the show from King Joy. Is following Arvin Sampon, my dear brother. Welcome to the show. I didn't come for the cassava because I changed my meal, so I couldn't come for the cassava, brother. But thank you. S. Kelvin Smooth, welcome to the show from Rehab. Augustine Musa is joining us tonight. Agatha Glasgow from Tinkers Village, Emmanuel Bro. Happy 2026 to you from the USA. It's good to have all of you. Tyler Brewery from Dupont Road, Mawata Ability. Angie Lane, thanks to all of you. Stevie Yagadi, it's good to have you from Margibi. Thanks to all of you. Chris Kuhn, Daniel John, Moses Scotty from Freetown. I think I met Moses in Freetown at one of those luxurious hotels when I went there. I hope it is him, but I think it is Moses I met in Freetown. I think I was at Royal Hotel. Israel, welcome to the show. Timothy Tier, thank you. It's good to be back. It's good to have all of you back on the show tonight. So yes, let's move into business. It's good to have all of you joining us. And you know, there are folks who you've never met in your life that are so into you. They use your time and all of that to reach out to you. It was really, really hell. But I don't want to explain any long story. I want to move into our conversation. I want to interact with all of you. So tonight we have to talk the issues. We have to continue the engagement. But yes, it's good. The biggest news is that I'm okay. I'm strong. Have been declared by 2 individuals to be strong and okay. Number 1 is that God has declared me strong, okay, and medically fit. And then my doctors, 2 young brothers, have been doing so well. They've also said, Mama, you're good to go. So, yes. And so that's why we're here tonight. When I call, I call, okay, I told Mama, I can't do radio until February due to X, Y, and Z. He said, bro, trust me, you do radio before February, because all will be well, all will be good, and you do radio before February, and we talk and all of that. And the prayers from the family members, the prayers from the fans, the supporters, our followers who've been in prayer with us. We're so grateful to have all of you by our side. And I say God first is because of you that we are where we are at this moment. Actually, my actual schedule to have resumed radio was for February. That I can say publicly. All medical examinations, everything, I should have resumed radio by February. So I never thought I would have even been on radio in January, because my communication to the management here, to all of those who reached out to me, I told them February I was going to resume radio because of everything. And so being on radio now is at the mercy of God. But it was really hell. And I think God did everything. Like I say, I have no regret of believing in God. Yeah. Get the oh boy, it was hell. And I want to recognize a mother. Somebody I've never seen in my whole entire life. But she's been there with me in prayers, checking up every day, every moment. Claudie Allison. I know she didn't see this coming. And even from our live, it shows that she's not even watching the show. But every day, every day, how are you, Austin? How are you, my son? Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing good. Do this. Take this. Consult this. This. So it was so good, and she kept me in her prayers, and she was always sending me videos and stuff to pray together, to pray along, and I can say it worked. And that's why I'm here. But trust me, from the medical standpoint, I shall be on radio in February. I've never said that to anybody, but I'm saying this, publicly, but I'm saying this publicly. From the medical standpoint, all of the medical examinations that were done, I should have started radio in February. I was not even sure about the February, whether it's the first week, second week, or third week, or the last week, but I should have started radio in February. So, they didn't hear me doing. I was not even talking. Yes, I was not even talking. I was not writing, only chatting with people. But I'm good. So, yes, we can talk. We can engage. Happy New Year to all of you. You've been so phenomenal. You've been so concerned. I know some of you were so discouraged and embarrassed and disappointed. There were news that I left or I resigned from Freedom FM and all of that. I received messages. Oh, Steve, what happened? What's the issue? Why did you leave? But again, yeah, that's it. But we're here. We're back. We're here. We didn't leave. I told you the day I leave Freedom, it means I'm not into radio-based thing. I'm not into talk show business. I told you that. The day I'm not at Freedom, you will not hear me on any radio station. Yeah. Anyway. So, folks, let's talk. Let's talk some issues. The format of the show continues. It's still the same. I know you've been having some concerns on your minds that you wanted to talk about or ask about. Myself have my own concerns and my own questions that I want to ask you, and I hope we can do it in 15 minutes. Let's just talk. We'll talk politics for the last 45 minutes. But I've forgotten the individual's name, but he called me and said, Austin, one reason why I listen to your show, I'm not a sedition. I supported President Barker. He said Ambassador Barker in 2017. I'm not a unity partisan, but I supported Ambassador Barker in 2017. I am not a sedition. But I follow your show because I love to just listen to your opinions on issues. He said the only reason why Matthew Peters, yes, Matthew Peters, he said the only reason he just texted me, yeah, Matthew Peters, he said, Austin, the only reason why I follow you is because I love to listen to your opinions on issues. He said, especially the critical issues in the country. I just love to hear your opinions on those issues. Nothing else, nothing less, nothing more, but I just love to hear your opinions on issues in our country. He said that's the only reason why he listens to only this show in the night, because he loves to hear my opinions on issues. So there are many people who believe in, they may not believe, but they love to, or they have interest in hearing you talking. They want to hear what you think about James walking down the road. They want to hear what you think about Mr. Braga visiting Foya. They want to hear what you think about Mr. Braga speaking in Foya about the Foya project. They want to hear what you think about President Weah arriving in the country and going to his Jamaica residence. They want to hear what you think about President Weah arriving in the country and going to deliver a statement on last night or on first Sunday in January. They want to hear your view, your opinion on the different issues confronting our country or happening in our country. There are people who only follow the show only because of your opinions on the issue. So you can kill or bury your opinions on issues when there are people who only follow you only because of your voice on the different issues. And so, Mr. Peters, I'd like to appreciate you for that. And just us, we are going to make the necessary adjustments, but our opinions on the different issues in this country are going to remain critical of all sides. The same way we were in power and criticize officials of the real government, that is not going to change. The same officials in the real government are in opposition now. Some of them are in the ruling party. Should we stop criticizing or critiquing their utterances or their activities? No, we are not going to stop. Those who are in opposition then and criticizing everything that happened in our country, they are in power now. Should we stop criticizing or critiquing or critically analyzing the statements and their activities while they're in power? Obviously not. We are not going to stop. Am I going to end my support to George Weah? No. Am I going to compromise my support to George Weah? No. Do I remain a Weahian? Yes. Am I going to remain a Weahian forever and ever? Yes. Am I going to criticize everything that happens in the country about Joe Braga? No. I'm not going to show my fans that one. Because the road going to my Broadview is built, I'm going to celebrate the government for that. If Braga goes to Foya and lie on a dead man about Foya project, I'm not going to celebrate him for that. If his statement is a lie, I'm going to call it a lie. Because when you start pampering these political leaders, that's when they start disrespecting you and abusing powers given to them by the people. So consistency in these games are important. If you flipped, you are done. Am I going to welcome the complacency of the CDC? Obviously, even Jangaku and President Weah know that I'm not going to welcome complacency from the CDC. I'm not going to do that. The CDC must man up to the occasion and understand and convince or be able to motivate her base and make them to believe that there is a major opposition political party operating and existing in the country. If they don't do so, am I going to keep quiet? God forbid. I will never. The people who are affected matter the most to me than the people who are perpetuating the anger or the misfeelings amongst the people. And that's me. I'm not going to change. The good thing about it, I'm not ugly, I'm not fine in the middle. My mom bought me out ugly, she bought me out fine, she bought me out in the middle. So, plenty things don't worry me. Plenty things don't worry me. When my friends in the UP say, I mean, yourself and I mean that Joey I begin or that Joey I mail, I can go, I celebrate. I tell man, today I went in gallery, but all my UP men were scared to carry around me. So I'm happy. So they celebrate. When I go to CDC place, some men in CDC say they may buy if you know everything. They may if you know everything. They may not listen to us. They may not loyal to us, loyal to the other person. So they say, I go and say, man, to that one CDC gallery. The men who are told go to come around, the men say, oh, they come around, but nobody they come around because they see me, maybe we are male, or model male, or beautiful male. So they come around. But happy, so let's celebrate. So we celebrate, right? Hey, that's life. The moment you start creating a space that will mislead you into believing that everybody is supposed to like you or love you, that is the beginning of your downfall or your failure. This is my New Year advice to all of you. The reactions, the seditions, the unity partisans, the liberty partisans, the whosoever, my followers, my fans, my critics, and the ones who do not like the things we see and the way we see them. My advice to all of you, stop praying for people, for everybody to like you. Pray to do what is right. Stop going to mercy mail for people to like you or love you. Pray for people to do what is right. If Jesus could have been crucified, so ask yourself, who cannot be betrayed? You really think everybody is going to like you? Guess what? Joseph Boakai, who is the president of Liberia, a unity partisan. Do you think that everybody in UP loves Joseph Boakai? Not true. Jeremiah Kun as vice president of Liberia in the UP, then not everybody in UP loves Jeremiah Kun. Not everybody. Jeremiah Kun has enemies in the UP. And the enemies Jeremiah Kun has in the UP, they are not MD Arab people, they are not in Imbayans. Typical original united partisans in the UP do not love Kun. And you think everybody is supposed to love George Weah? The people in power, and they are divided. There's one group. There's a group that does not even love to see or hear Jeremiah Kun. There's a group in Nima that does not like to hear Joe Boakai only because he's allowing Jeremiah Kun to make all the political decisions in the country. So there will always be a space that people will not like you. That one by I've placed it in my predestination or beliefs. And I want my life, and I want everybody to like me. I just want to do what is right, or say what is right, or write what is right. That's all. So this year, this 2026 year, is going to be more critical than the previous year. There will be challenges, and we'll be prepared to face those challenges. There will be ups and downs, and we will be prepared to face them. But I got high respect for few human beings. And number one on that list, that George Weah, I got high respect for him. But if the baby said no, Oscar, I'm beginning with my whole dinner. Let me friend. The baby. Now by respect to the only person the only human being living in the world that I have 100% respect for, that George Weah. I'm saying this to you. As I'm speaking to you, my father is listening to the radio. My mom living here, my pa living, and he's listening to me. But I'm telling you that the only human being on earth that I have 100% respect for, that George Weah. Maybe my pa around the A now, but George Weah still dozing. But guess what? No. But we said no, say we're not running the war. But that on the list of people that we run the war, we'll see. Our role is to ensure that he's we play our role, go to bed, go sleep. I mean, because the down one day, the day we decide to criticize the CDC leadership. They say, yeah, I will listen to them, because these are not the ordinary or the regular people that will just talk. 2026, the CDC must step up to play the role of the major opposition in our country. If the CDC cannot do it, the CDC will have some of us to contend with. 2026, the United Party must wear a developmental garment to do what she promised. If she cannot do it, they will have some of us to contend with. And we are not going to back down or compromise on our stance or our opinions or our criticisms against the two institutions. George Weah is a president in waiting. Yes, the party must structure herself as a government in waiting. UP is a government in power. It must show to the people that she has the capacity to govern or lead this country. If she can't, we will insert. I'm using the word, carefully using the word insert. We will insert the people against the government. Let me say it. And I'm going to repeat that word insert multiple times. So people can say, oh, they made a mistake. Or that was slip of tongue. Because there has to be a moment where the people will rise up to the occasion and tell the president to leave if he can lead. If the people need a source of motivation to communicate that message to them, we are here. We are here to serve as a source of a major source too, of motivation to the people to ask the president to leave if he can lead. It's 2026, 3 years running into the Bouakas government. There is not a single project to point to and say, this is what we initiated. I said, this is what we completed or we are completing. I said, there is not a single project to point to and say, this is what we initiated. This is what we started. We programmed for this project on our regime, and we are hereby dedicating this project. We need it. Because every president should have a legacy project or multiple legacy projects. Cost Eddie all you want. Eddie has legacy projects. Some of them, George Weah completed them and dedicated them and accredited her. For example, the Somalia Draft project. Eddie started that project. George Weah completed the Somalia Draft project and credited her for that project and consulted her and invited her to dedicate the completion of the project, and they joined the name of the Somalia Draft project. The ministerial complex. We have completed the finishing touches on the ministerial complex and named the EJS ministerial complex. Crediting the project to her. She started it. We have completed it. That is Ellie's project. That is part of Ellie's legacy projects in our country. You can take that from her. The RIA Road project is George Weah's legacy project. He started it. Braga is completing it. For them is that they said they will not credit Weah, which is not an offense, because the records are there. The sponsors, the donors are available. They know how the project started. Liberians, both UP and CDC, they are aware that the project was started by Weah. So there's no need to argue about that. The round EOW, a project started by Weah, completed by Joe Braga. They're upgrading the project. I must clap for them for upgrading it. This is continuity. But the intentional refusal to credit the startup of the project is illiterate. We must say that. It's illiterate. It's illiterate. We have started the bridge to bridge project. Source funding, everything. Braga is completing. They say they can't give credit. Good. But that's illiteracy. If Braga completes that project, trust me, I'll be amongst the few people supporting George Weah to post on Facebook to congratulate Joe Braga for completing that project, that bridge to bridge project. It's good. It's going to ease the traffic for all of us. Should I say because I support George Weah, I can celebrate or congratulate Joe Braga for completing the bridge to bridge project that was started by George Weah? No, I can't do that. I can't even assure George Weah that I will not celebrate, I will not congratulate Joe Braga for completing his project. I can assure him that I will congratulate Joe Braga for completing a George Weah project, the bridge to bridge project. Yes, I will do that. Because we have started a project. We're talking vision here. We're talking vision. They say the man got no vision for the country. But they are completing his project. And for starting a project, for unveiling a vision to build our bridge-to-bridge project from the Vata Bridge to St. Paul Bridge, that is a vision. That is a legacy. I celebrate George Weah. I congratulate Braga if he completes that project. The nothings that Weah did are being completed by the sophisticated people. You must say these things and close the year. I didn't have the chance. I didn't have the chance to do a year in review show before leaving 2025. That's why I said today we will talk. Let's talk. Let's clear our minds and our hearts and prepare for a new show tomorrow. People tell you Josh Weah didn't do anything, and you get angry. You getting angry because somebody tells you Josh Weah didn't do anything? You're not supposed to get angry. Weah's legacies are unremovable. They are unerasable. They are undeletable. They are undestroyable. Yes, because the current government needs his projects that he started. They can erase them. You don't have to beg them or worship them to complete the projects that we have started. You don't have to. They're on a moral and political obligation. The only thing they can do is to refuse to give him credit, which they are doing smartly, and in some cases, they are doing it unsmartly. But they can erase, ask them, which project we have started that you have erased or ignored or refused to continue? They will not point to anyone because we have secured the funding. The money there. The money is there. The money is available. So they can discontinue or ignore the project. That's the smartest thing that Josh Weah's government did. They secure funding for their major or for their legacy projects. They secure the fundings, all the monies to sponsor their legacy projects. They secure everything. So it is so difficult and impossible for the current government to ignore or avoid or downplay or discredit or discontinue the implementation of those legacy projects that we are secured funding for. That's why you see them, they running with those projects because fundings were secure. So when people tell you they didn't do anything, push your chest in the air and beat it. You don't have to insult Joe Bogart to tell him he's not doing anything. You can tell Mr. Bogart, you've not initiated any project since you came to power. Challenge them to point to one project that they broke ground for and they are completing or they are doing. Simple. It should not be so difficult for you. So, hey, the 2026, no cussing. 2026, no cussing. Nobody can call anybody ma or call anybody pa or grandpa or great grandma because of politics. Our politics has been so toxic. And we have to actually adjust. But the issues should be considered. The emphasis should be placed on the issues. The emphasis must be placed on the issues. Just challenge them to point to the projects that they have initiated. Say, this is a project that we broke grounds for and we are implementing. They don't point to you. Do we have the throw punches? No. Do we have the insult? No. When they insult you, let them go. Bring them back to the issue. So, okay, thank you for the insult. I hear the insult, but let's go back to the issue. The issue is point to one project that you broke grounds for and that you are implementing. Simple. Maybe not get man call cost conversation. Our conversation will be on the issues. That's all. The day you start doing your own projects, breaking ground for your own projects, I'll be on the list of reactions that will tell Braga, congratulations, Mr. President, for breaking grounds for this project or for these projects and implementing them. I will tell him. And I'm saying it on the radio for all of you to hear. So we're waiting. We are waiting for the project. The project that Joe Braga will break grounds for to start implementing. So I am thirsty. I am eager. I want to say, Joe Biden, thank you. I've never posted any appreciation or thank you statement to Joe Biden since he became president. I want to do it. The first time I ever attempted posting about Mr. Braga's government to say thank you was the RIA project. You know why I didn't do it? Because they started politicizing that project and making it to look like George Weah did not do anything on the road. He spoiled the road and they're the ones fixing the road. Since then, I said, since they want to politicize development in the country, my hands are up. Because all these projects are all Weah's projects that they're implementing. So my hands are up. And I was done. When we depoliticize development in our country, everybody will comply, and you see CDC people praising Joe Weah. I mean, CDC people praising Joe Biden, telling him thank you for continuing a project that our government started. That's unity. That's reasoning. That's maturity. That's civilization. In me, the citizens that will be congratulating Joe Biden for continuing or completing Mr. Weah's project, they hate George Weah or the CDC. It will mean that they are beginning to gain or accept that the current government is being civilized and mature and responsible now, that they're giving credit to their predecessors. And so the followers of their predecessors must also celebrate and appreciate the completion or the continuation of the projects that were started by their. So this year, we're not throwing punches. Nobody causing anybody here. You know, you people who can also not do that, thinning down there, feeling start causing. We're not even, giving them credence. We're focusing on development. We're going into the 10th year of a 6-year term of the Unity Party with not a single project to point to that they have initiated. And we want to help them to initiate their own project, so we're not going to cause it. We're focusing on what they have initiated themselves. The only thing we saw that this government initiated, but they are hiding from it, is the Florida project. They broke grounds, sent EPS officers along with ERU and PSU officers to man the project, and they are running away from the project. They say, not all. But not all. But I was friends, but we're not telling you all the friends that build that, giving you all money to build it. Yeah? The first project that they broke ground for, they say, no information, no detail. It's in Delhi, man. But it's 2026. The CDC leadership will not be my friend. I don't want to be friends with them. And I'm clear, I'm saying it on the radio. I don't want friendship with the CDC leadership in 2026. I don't want it. I don't want nobody posting my picture celebrating me. And I'm fine, I'm ugly now. So I got people that can celebrate me. So I don't want nobody posting my picture. I don't want favor from CDC leadership. I don't want favor from Janako. I don't want favor from Jefferson Koji. As a matter of fact, Jefferson Koji favor or Janako favor. When I put my stove onto my hall or put my son's school fee or my daughter's school fee, it will not give me a job. It will not increase my income, or it will not give me income. So I don't need Jefferson Koji or Janako or whosoever in the CDC to celebrate me or respect me or be my friend. I don't need it. I just need us to work together to ensure that we engage the current regime in a more civilized and democratic form that will ensure we has return to the presidency in 2029. That's all. I don't have to go to their homes. They don't have to be my friends. My friend, like Brother Rifa, I can sit there and check my friends. They're not really far. And I don't even want it. I want to drop one. From the far, I say I want to drop one. But if we say we want governance, we want to remove the UP, we must show to ourselves and our supporters that we are prepared to remove the Unity Party from power democratically. We can't be scheming. Some of the CDC folks are doing business with Jeremiah Okun. Yes, I'm saying this to you. I know what I'm talking. Some of them are doing business with Jeremiah Okun. Members, elected officials of the CDC are Jeremiah Okun's best friends. They're doing business. Some of the CDC officials cannot muster the courage, the bravery, where Tifa can go and sit on radio to call and celebrate his leaving the CDC. There are CDC officials that do not have the bravery to criticize Thomas Farah publicly. They all scheming. Farah has never been on a list of people public. I'm not even considering him a public figure. That am I. All my friends who will cover Capitol building together, when Thomas Farah, then we're having press conferences, I will go to my different place. I never used to attend a press conferences because I didn't see him as somebody serious. So my only thing I ever say that CDC made Farah to be serious, man. CDC, George, if I don't CDC say that George Weah made Farah to be a serious man. Me, imagine at that time when before Weah became senator, I was already covering Capitol building. 2014, when Weah became senator, I was in Capitol building. I didn't take Farah to be serious. At that time, I didn't take Farah to be serious, man. That Nana would take Farah to be serious. He has never been serious to me. He has never been a serious person to me. And there are folks in the CDC leadership. Currently, I'm saying this to you. There are elected officials in the CDC that are supporting Thomas Farah. Even as he's been expelled from the CDC, there are still folks in the CDC that are supporting Thomas Farah. Pay them. They will never disagree publicly with Farah. And the guys think, or some of them think, we are stupid people. Eh? Watch the show. I said today edition, no? Today edition, I had lecturing edition. Thank God I'm not working for nobody, I'm working for myself. I do my show for myself. The only person I try to listen to small as Zebra. And before I even listen to him, I can make power plenty. But end of the day, stay subdue me. My man, no, you do. But we can battle. Nobody can control me. Oh. Nobody can control me. So if we want to be in opposition in 2026, we will compel the CDC to play that role as an opposition in 2026. If they can't play that role, we will compel them to play that role. Do you know how many hundreds of thousands of Liberians that are relying on the CDC's vigor and strength and energy and tenacity to engage? And you think some of us will sit there and you dash your hopes because of your friendship with Kun? That's not possible. That's not going to happen. No. We stand up. Just as we will be telling Braga to lead or leave, that the same way we will be telling Janako to lead or leave. That's the same way. We tell Braga lead or leave. We tell Janako lead or leave. And some of us will be on the someone will be on the team of critical voices that will be telling the president, Mr. Steinberg, Janako must lead or leave. Trust me. Because political advocacy has shattered. If Martin Luther King them did not have shelter, if Nelson Mandela did not have shelter, and Nkrumah did not have shelter, they wouldn't have ventured into advocacy. But fortunately for us, the shelters we have today, or we should have today, are more stronger and supported. Compared and secure, in fact, compared to the shelters then that people like King Jr. and what you call him? Depending on Nelson Mandela them, depending on. And then we're going to say that raise people's lives, increase their expectation, and you in the leadership sit down and you do nothing? That's not possible. It's not possible. We have to engage. We have to engage collectively. It has to be inclusive. It has to be sincere. And it has to be brave. People sitting, the police, what the police doing? The police doing, the police tested your resolves on many occasions and you forfeited your resilience. So they feel that they've won the battle. If you ask me that, I tell you, bring model back to CDC. On a serious note. I flag up, but if you ask me today, I'll tell you, bring model back to the CDC. I'm serious. My view may sound as an unpopular view to some of you, but if you ask me today, I'll tell you, bring model back to the CDC. And you want me to tell you why? I can take 2 hours plus to tell you why model should return to the CDC. 2026 is no joke. The UP has 1 more year in governance. The most critical year ever. Ask President Sharif. And I can call names to you in the UP now who will tell you yes that what Austin is saying is true. President Sharif always identified her 2 million years as the most critical years during her regime. She was inaugurated in 2006. 2007, it took her 1 year plus to restructure. So she didn't make any major government implementation. Because 2006 to 2007, she had to restructure. 2007, she had to restructure. She took 2 years to restructure and set up system and put policies into place. 2 years. So she could not implement anything. We could understand she had a more critical period of Liberia's governance process. 2008, they were trying to stabilize, and then 2009, they pick up. So she will tell you, President Sharif will always discard 2006 and 2007. Even in the middle of 2008, she will discard it. And then let's talk 2009, 2010, 11. And that 3 years already gone. So her real prime of her first term of between 2008 and 2009. Those 2 years. 2010 were should they go into election already? Campaign mode. She could not do anything significant. So she only had 2008 and 2009. The time she's supposed to be settling down with real critical governance issue, we were talking election in 2011. She couldn't do anything. Fortunately for her, that's why the election in 2011 was so difficult for President Sirleaf, because two issues. One, she had already promised a one-term to be a one-term president. She already assured the citizens that she would be a one-term president. And then within the 6 years that was supposed to constitute her one term, she could not achieve anything significant in terms of the macroeconomic issues, what we call the bread and butter issue, and all of that, because she was basically concerned about putting in systems, structuring the system, the governance system for our country, setting the foundation, building them, in fact, from scratch. How many Liberians were willing to understand those fundamental issues or complications that were affecting Ellen's government first term? No. The people's expectations were high. They felt that Ellen was going to change everything within 6 years, and it was going to be rosy. They didn't see it in 3 years, in 4 years. They felt that 2020, they felt that 2010 and 2011 was just, anything you do now, political thing. So Ellen started running to do the looking down, I see on town road, and so political rules and she was doing, they didn't materialize, they didn't last long, because she was putting systems and structures and building governance foundation. Some of us were inclined enough then to understand those issues. How many Liberians were inclined then to understand those issues? So when you saw that CDC boycotted the election in 2011, that is a complicated matter that I'm not prepared to go into, because the CDC knew what she had available to her. So she boycotted the election in 2011. The UP wanted to prove a political point, also on the foundation of the good governance infrastructure that she had built. And she wanted to sustain those infrastructures. She wanted to strengthen those foundations she's built. So she was not prepared to leave power. Hence, the news about cheating and everything came in. CDC boycotted the election and Ellen became president. The rest of them are history. Because she brought in other people now, started compromising, setting for different compromises. Amran started coming in, Raul Selina, his friends started coming in, and it all became messed up, And so technocrats were leaving, being reshifted, and all of that. So the whole thing got messed up. So every time you talk to President Sirleaf, she tells you, my first term, my best moment was between 2008 or 2009 and May of 2010. But after moving July 2010 upward, it was all messed up. My second term, it was between 2014. Ebola came, destroyed everything. So she couldn't settle down. Because she got re-elected in 2011. 2012, she was still trying to solidify, strengthen her foundation. There were restructures. The Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Planning were all integrating. A lot of things, LRA, the Finance Ministry going to LRA, a lot of things were taking place. The introduction of the PFN law. So, President Sirleaf, you could see that she was still trying to restructure and settle down. Hey, folks, governance is a complicated thing. So she didn't. Because there were interferences too. She brought Raul Selina in, they messed up the system, they fucked up the system. Sorry my expression. They messed up the system, and that was it. In the whole governance process, most of the technocrats she brought, she started shifting them and all of that. They were uncomfortable with the environments, they were being reshifted, and that performance level dropped because that exuberance all reduced or dropped. So the performance dropped. And some of them were leaving, were exiting the government because they were uncomfortable working with certain people. Hence, the story about President Sirleaf telling you about how she started, she couldn't fight corruption from King Kong, probably enemy number one to King Kong, and all of that because family members and friends, everybody interfered in any story. We are coming to play. You have to continue on that foundation. You couldn't shift. continuing on that foundation was difficult because a lot of things were difficult for him. Our exchange rate was high. The value of our Liberian dollar had dropped. Nobody wanted to see anything called Liberian dollar in 2018. Nobody wanted to see anything called Liberian. So it's a whole long story that needs to be told. Some people have told the story, including Samuel Tuwe, but it seems like the message is not resonating. And the Unity Party tapped on that, and they created a propaganda machinery infrastructure that actually played and fought the CDC government, that got the CDC government the way it is. Now, but that fight raised the expectation of Liberians. And many Liberians believe that the fact that the UP folks are communicating these technicalities to us, we are going to side with them because we believe that they can change the narratives. Have they changed the narratives? No. Liberians now believe that they were wrong for Austin George Weah or voting Weah out because they did not give Weah the chance to build on to strengthen the weaknesses that he inherited, especially the macroeconomic weaknesses that he inherited. President Sirleaf and Amakon, all their presumptions whether Liberia would have returned to macroeconomic stability or pre-Ebola stuff by 2023. Meaning anybody who becomes president in 2017 would have had difficult times to adjust and stabilize a lot of macro issues because of the shocks from the Ebola. How did we communicate that message to Liberians? How did Liberians receive the message? How did we build our information machinery or our public relations infrastructure to communicate that information to Liberians? That is for Samuel Tuwe and his people and all of that. And some also too will have to play a role and share push off the responsibility. But how did we do it? How did we coordinate it? It did not resonate. UP won the infrastructure. UP built the infrastructure and they won the war. And the message, yes, did not resonate with many Liberians, but the 20,000 plus Liberians that edge the CDC still speaks to the fact that UP won the war. As a ruling party to have fought to that extent that just less than 1% would believe that you didn't perform, for me, that's a plus to the CDC and to all of us who fought along. But it was still a takeaway. The UP is in power. The UP is still struggling now. The very government that they fought, they are struggling to build their own foundation or to build onto. They are struggling now to build an alternative foundation. An alternative foundation. Instead, they are building on the foundation that the CDC started or that the CDC built. So they're building on it. So you see, everything the UP is doing now, they're just implementing or continuing. Nothing new is happening in the country. No new rule is being broken. No new grounds are being broken to build new rules. No hospital, no grounds are being broken to build new hospitals. No grounds are being broken to build new schools. Just nothing in terms of infrastructure. Electricity the same way. Nothing new is happening. Nothing. Everything that's happening in the country is based on the foundation that was laid and established by the CDC government. Nothing new. It is at this point now that Liberians are believing that the CDC actually did well, and they actually strengthened the system, built some stronger foundations that the UP now is rallying on and implementing. It's already late. You voted him out. So we have to work with the current government. In some cases, yes. In some cases, no. But we have to celebrate the legacy of George Weah because he laid a foundation. He solidified some of the weaker foundations that were laid by Eddie or that were left behind by Eddie, and he came there, solidified them, build on some established new ones that today the UP government on the Bwaka is succeeding on them. How then you tell me we didn't do anything? How did you tell me we should not continue with our advocacy and our engagement in 2026? No, we have to. This morning I was coming to work and Madam left the house before me. And she asked me a question that I will not say here. Because if I call her right now, she will see it on the video. But for me, I'm not the kind of open person, so I'm the kind of confidential person here. But I replied her and told her, hey, I said, babe, I got your back. And I said, we are good. And I'll tell you why that one can say it. I show my phone and show the emails I've been receiving. And most of the job opportunities that are coming, they're all government related. The consultancies, they're all government related and all of that. At times, you know, they're not political now. So that political knowledge can be so tiny that they don't tend to critically rationalize or analyze things. But you can do them, but you can do them. Then you have to remind them and say, oh, yes, that's true. And the only thing I level about is that's true. But then don't do it. But then no problem. That's the only thing. Yeah, true. But then no problem. That's there. So all this stuff, you know, we're in a professional network. So all this will come, man, say, hey, we're good. We are good. And we're good. And the good thing is that even my friend, look, on a serious note, I have less friends in the CDC. I can't even check 3 friends. I mean, they're friends now. My man Dinaro Brian can say, and you say you my friend, how far can you go for me? I think I go basis on that song. So when I'm talking friends, I'm talking about people who can say, how far can you go for me? They reach 3 in CDC. I'm telling you. Why you sit down and say, this is my friend. They don't reach 3 in CDC. I know some of you are shocked. But to say this is my friend in CDC, did not reach 3. That's it. This is my friend. I do not have anybody in the CDC that can call my brother. You know why? Because the person I could say, me call my brother, that person, that person could be my brother, you know, yeah. But I consider him a father figure. That built Tory. So I can say he's my brother. But even though he can be my brother, but he's a father figure. So I am putting in brother category. So for him, he's not there. Because Bill Tory is a father figure, so he's not there, right? But I say, I got free in CDC. I don't know that person. They read 3. They don't read 3. But if I check in my friends that I have in the Unity Party, they're more than my age. And they want, I swear on God, that my friends, people who I can call my friends in Unity Party, they are more than my age. I can sit here and do a list tonight. They will pass by my age of people who are in Unity Party or you people. I say that my friends, they will pass my age. I'm not going to hide that. But guess what? Some of them we've not even seen for the last 2 years or spoken for the last 2 years. Because they have to protect their jobs. Bro, what's up? How you doing? Mama, how you doing? We loud, all to see the meter. No. Because you have to understand the space. And the country is so stupid to the extent when they see you and UP, they start seeing Austin Kawhi and UP people together. Do you know the men get 10, 15, 20 year friendship, relationship? They say, that because the men in power now. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not answerable to anybody. But you have to understand your land. And there are many UP, certain UP people will not get land. I can go to that house. I go to that office. We sit down anywhere, entertainment places, any public places, and I will not get land. So somebody the day see me around some certain UP people, just don't say that, yeah, we not get land. My supposed to job, we are not get land. Say my friend in UP, we're not supposed to interact. But the point I'm making to you tonight is, hey, some of us, we are into this because we know Mr. Weah's heart for Liberia. We know Mr. Weah's agenda for Liberia. We know that Mr. Weah has a better agenda for Liberia than Mr. Bouaka. Even my friends in the UP know that, and I've said that to them repeatedly. Mr. Weah has a better agenda for Liberia than than Mr. Bouaka. Yes. Mr. Weah has a better agenda for this country than Mr. Bouaka. That's why I'm into him. If we're on the basis of friendship, relationship, no, I will not be here. So we all have to collectively engage the system to ensure that what Mr. Weah wants to deliver for this country can be delivered. If we all sit down and say, oh, hey, because no, me Jango not get parao. He's the chairman of our keep referencing the name. But if he's transgressing or misbehaving or adding slow, we'll call him out. We will call him out. But we have to understand that 2026 is a different. You know, President, we are delivering a New Year message. Yeah, so that on the New Year message. Yeah. We told you today's edition will be less political. But let me conclude on the political note. I don't know who wrote the speech for Joe Bouaka in Foya. I don't know who told him to say what he said in Foya. But with due respect to the president and the executive marshal, I think in my mind, and I believe in my mind, that they sold the president. They forced the president into kicking the ball in his pool. They compare him to school and Ungo. Hey, folks, a lot of things did not make sense. And I'm sure Mr. Bouaka got home and listened to him. Yeah. He realized he was not making sense on the 4-year project. Trust me, he realized that. He realized that he was Lato. Because there is somebody very close to the minister, the former minister of state, the late minister of state, who knew everything about the former minister of state. That person is still in the executive marshal. When the time comes, we will call him. The former minister of state knew nothing about that project. We have text message conversations. We have listened to audio recordings. Better heated argument from between forces within the executive marshal on a 4-year project. They expressed disappointment in each other. I listened to an audio recording where folks from the Ministry of Information were blasting the executive marshal presidential press office. And listen to a conversation where the executive marshal presidential press office was expressing displeasure with the Ministry of Information. And same applies to the office of the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs. That's how they came up with that statement to fix it. So the president will have to say something about this. And what he must say about this should be this. That's how they came out of that thing. And people say we hate Joe Baka. If some of us hated Joe Baka, the things we know, we have seen, the things we get in our possession, we're going to release all. All. Oh, they're journalists, they're unprofessional. If we were unprofessional or journalists, we were going to read the things we were going to release in the country. The things we were going to release in the country. It's because of some of us went to journalism schools. We acquired trainings. We worked. We practiced. We know how it is. When you talk about your corporate or your social responsibility to the society during your reportage, it should be reflected in your reportage, in your content. We know what it means. We know the risks. We know the security risks. It poses to your government or to the governance system. We know of that. We read them. We studied them. We were schooled. And somebody say, you hate Joe Baka. Oh, if you don't ever know you CDC station. If we were a CDC station that hate Joe Baka, Baka will not be, no, Baka will not have a face to appear in the public. Considering what we know that will cause his character, his reputation, his integrity, he personally as an individual. We're not even talking about his government. We're talking about him as an individual. If we were targeting him, you think Joe Baka people are not the Burma for? You really think Joe Baka people don't know what the Burma car? Joe Baka people are 1000% aware what the Burma car. They know? They know. You see, those of us who are believers, we know how to let things go. But they know, you see me running behind that car, you know what I didn't even be in that car for? Let me tell you, in a new year, so we can move on and put it behind, because maybe some of you are behind, oh, but why is that putting my car? You're not talking about A, you're not running behind this. In our last year, February, they bring my car. You know why I'm talking about A? Because me, I was saying on the radio tonight, I know who bring my car, I know who organize the bringing my car. The police coming tonight. Sorry, tomorrow. They can come in, say, the police can come in. That's the first time I say, the police, the current police authority cannot call me to Central. You know why they can call me? Because they are aware that I know who organized and who bring my car. So they can call me. Gonna call me, Mirabu will be there. I will talk. Because of when I say my man will beg you sorry, DV. Yeah. They called you Debo. They may not want to talk show off for me to go on to appear on so they can use the talk show host to raise money to Bama Kaba. Only Oliver Khan knows that. No, Oliver Khan and one other person. Because one other person is a panelist on the show that they arrange for me to go appear on. The next day, even the same night they bring my car. So if I appear on a show down there, they are going to raise money on a same night to buy my car. That's it there. If I appear on that show down there, they were going to raise money to buy my car. That's same night on that show. And the brother who called me is a CD begging. I have text messages and everything, all the recordings. I said, my man, if people wanted to buy me car, you bring my car. I'm going to be on station for you to raise money and buy a car for me. No, I'm doing it. And they wanted to bring the car, and they bring the car. They didn't destroy any information. They didn't destroy anything. Because the first thing, once I work, I know that I work in the night. My car outside, nothing valuable can be in my car. Nothing valuable can be in my car. My computer, nothing can be in my car. But you know what? My camera system on my car was on. My camera system on my car was on. It was working. Ask the police, why have they not called me for investigation? Why have they not called me for questioning? Ask the police. The first time in the history of our country for a journalist to be on the radio and a car set ablaze and the police is saying they play your car will burn, it will be there until dark don't come. And that your car got burned, we will not call you to investigate, to ask, to even take your statement. The first time in our history, this government set a record. Joseph Boakai set a record that a journalist's car got burned. All while he's on the radio, they set his car ablaze. Two petrol bombing his car. And the police did no investigation. The police did no questioning. The police made no invitation. They did nothing. You think they know what they do? How they invite me? You think the police don't know what they invite me? I got called all the police officers, the senior police officers that I call. And those that call me, I got it. To even remove the car from here, they promised to remove the car from here. Where the crime scene today is still a crime scene. The crime scene where the incident occurred, they refused, they promised to remove the vehicle. They refused to remove the vehicle from here to take it to the police station. Because an attempt to have taken the car from here to the police station would have compelled the police to investigate. But like I said, the police people know that I know who brought my car. The police people know that I know who organized the bringing of my car. We're not talking plenty. We support Joe we are. And we'll fight the UP. We know we are convinced that Boakai can lead the country. He will try. I can never tell you say Boakai will not do anything good in Liberia. I'll be lying to you. I will be misleading you. Boakai will do some good things in this country. Trust me. But most of the good things he will do in the country will be good things that were started by George Weah. And this is the 10th year. What has he done on his own? Nothing. But if he completes the bridge to bridge project, well, should I tell you say that's a good thing? No, I didn't tell you that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If he completes Weah project, the bridge to bridge, why should I come tell you that that's a good thing? When government, and I'm aware that government is continuity. I will tell you that good thing. I'll tell you, Mr. Boakai, thank you, President Boakai, for completing the bridge to bridge project that we have started. I would say they will be the ones acting confused and trying to be uncivilized and illiterate to say we are not crediting the project to George Weah. But I will credit the completion of the project to them. I would say. But the people in the police know, they just they know who brought my car, and they know that I know who brought my car. They thought car was going to be an issue for me to hinder my work or my activities. Oh, me and I am one of the best talk shows in the country, and I won't be amongst them. I won't be among them, sir. But I know that I'm amongst the critical voices in the country. Let me repeat. I am not amongst the best talk show hosts in the country. Because for them, being amongst the best talk show hosts in the country is to support Joseph Boakai. They are among the best. But I won't be there. But I know that I'm amongst the critical voices in the country. So they will bring my car. They will pay stupid beginner who can go smoke in a yard to bring my car. They will do it. They will take beginner on Miami Beach to come bring my car. I know. And they will add, they didn't know anything, they didn't investigate anything. But they bring my car. Then they say, oh yeah, we bring a car, but we're not calling you. But hallelujah. And they bring the car. Ada? Am I not doing radio? The other day was on New Year Day. Yeah, New Year Day I want to see Piotr. He said, man, where your car? I said, but you buy you here now. He said, bro, you bring my car. I said, bro, my car in your car. That Disney people give me a car I'll be using. That Disney people car using. The car said the car not spoil already. So I'm your car now. I'll run it on an operation again for the scenes. What you like? I thought you were going off saying shock. You think we started doing radio because we want a car? How do people can think at times? You really think a man and me who knows the street, understands it, I need one car or I need car. You really think I need car to do radio? No, it's not possible. To harm me in Labua means you have to come your car, woo, shoot your gun, then you run away. You shoot gun, you run away. That's the only way you can harm me in Labua. But to harm me from here, after my show, I come in walk from here. I go Johnson Street, I go get in car or keke, I go home. How you going to harm me now? There's small country. Hey, I'm not a threat. I'm not on the list. The list of individuals that I afraid, I'm not there. So how you going to harm me now? Yeah, brain car, yeah, brain, I'm a car. I'm brain my car. Now I'm not gonna do radio in there. The brain car, the information I get stay in my head. The things I've seen stay in my head. The things I never Joe Burger stay in my head. I still know them. The evidence, everything I get, the video recording, picture, everything I still getting. You destroy nothing. So you bring the car for free. But even Joe we are call me, give me $1 million. Those pictures and videos that cause to bring my car, I kept giving to Joe we are. So you just embarrass yourself. That is all the police men, they stay away. They embarrass. So when they see me, when they see me here, they can go way on that side. When they see me, they go way on that side. They see me, they go way on that side. They be Harley. So now when bragging some places, they embarrass. How you talking to all of them older than me more than 4 years. When they see me in the pub, they embarrassed to look in my face to have a conversation with me because they thought, hey, Austin was targeting Joe Burger and coming to destroy Joe Burger. You bring the car, you didn't destroy the evidence. We still know what we know about Joe Burger. We still have what we got about Joe Burger. And we are still protecting it. And we are still going to protect those particular information. The reason why you bring my car, we're still going to. You'll never see those things anywhere in the world. But they're not meant to be released to the public. That one is journalism. That one is propaganda. That one is PR. You bring my car for free. Then all of you embarrassed now. So ACD, why are supposed to be angry now? If you need bring my car, I'm supposed to go release them. All right, 1 year gone. Last year, February to this year, January, close to 1 year. You bring the car. The information will never go on. Because I won't get it. Can somebody give it to me and I won't get it? When I was telling you that Joe Burger is old and giving you reasons why Burger cannot be president, he will not be able to govern well, I had those evidence ever since. But again, bro, About yeah, fully illiterate people in the security sector, they say they're running police. That can happen. Yeah, act or arrogance, ignorant people. 99% of the people in the police, they believe in the gun than the rule of law. I tell you this for free. Because if there were people in the police that believe in the rule of law, that believe in intelligence being X, Y, and Z, they would not have paid people or get stupid beginning from Miami Beach to come bring my car because they believe I had information about Joe Parker. And for them, that was neutralizing threat against the president. That you get neutralized threat against the president, you bring car without any assurance that the information you're trying to destroy is in the car. You go bring car. So how you neutralize the threat against the president? You provoke tension. You provoke anger. That if I was not mature enough and responsible enough, what you were trying to destroy would have been in the public by now. I decided not to speak on that issue for 1 year plus. Because I wanted to see the kind of intervention that was going to be made by the government. But they weren't talking now, speaking on it. I got a special edition to address that my whole car issue. I waiting for the anniversary of the branding of that car to say what I want to say. You didn't destroy it. You didn't destroy 0.0000000% of the evidence that you heard. You don't even see it, heard that. You go bring car. That car was fully security. Cameras, everything on it, mounted on it. You wasted your time. The first night you attempted on the vehicles, we raised the alarm on the show here. David Colette and myself were on the show on the day of the Capitol building protest. The day the guys protested at the Capitol building, that the very day, David Colette and myself were on the show. My car was parked outside. Colette parked car was parked outside. We received intelligence to bring our car inside. We made an announcement on the radio that there are strange movements around the station and that the security guys should be on the alert and they should bring our car inside. They brought our cars in the fence down there. We see it down there. 2 days after, they bring the car. 2 days after, you bring my car. You do not even have a strong police force. You have the weakest intelligence in the whole country right now. The police has the weakest intelligence in the whole. Highly compromised police force. Everybody talking everything, and you want to you targeting somebody being there with you. Not even new model being the 2005 edition BMW. You go in Bremen car. You not succeed now. My information I get is still intact. And it will always be intact. And it will never affect Joe Parker. Because it's not meant for publication. It's not meant on him. He's the president of our country. With no propaganda, without a jaw line. So you need to just act all the experience. Oh, we want to show that we get straight now. Oh, you do nothing. And I always tell some of the police guys, I told them, gun is not policing. Keep seeing guns as policing or using guns as policing. Use guns to intimidate people. That's not policing. That's not policing. What you can do, you do not have the capacity to do. A lot of people who have the capacity to do so. So easy. Oh, gun are policing. Take buy around all around. Oh, display when they know I'm on your shoulder. Now, oh, you police men now. You policing. But you still have the highest crimes rate in the country. And the people who are coming in the day to protest are the ones you're targeting. The ones who are sleeping in the day while the people in the day are protesting. And they wake up in the night to go and harass the different communities, cause chaos, terrify the entire community. You cannot even arrest one of them. You see, you're doing policing. You're bringing people car. Tired of people. My show finished. I got me work from here. to Johnson Street. I go in getting car. I go. Nothing will happen to me. Nothing will happen. Nothing. So I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid in my life. Ask anybody who you know close to me. All my friends who I grew up with in Broadview, ask them whether Austin is somebody who is afraid. I get carrying, do anything I want to go, anywhere I want to go. Ask them. They know. The very many in the police who are my friends, ask them. They will tell you whether Austin is somebody who is afraid. But he has ever expressed fear in your whole life. Ask them. So 2026, we are going to we've already renewed our vigor and we are going to intensify our engagement. The target is governance. The target is governance. Joe Biden must lead. The CDC must project herself to be a major opposition in our country. We're not going to spare anybody. Nobody. You're sorry. I'm not taking calls tonight. Yeah, I'm not taking calls. I go home. But we have a duty to perform, and we have to perform those duties. I'm not going to compromise on anything. Just be clear about a lot of things. Okay. Let me see. There is a dispatch. Yeah, we'll treat that tomorrow morning. I have to read it and understand it. So, folks, one of these telephones have been there's a suggestion that I take at least 5 calls. So let me squeeze 5 calls in. Since I've not interacted with some of you for over 2 months, let me hear your voices on the different issues. So I'll take 5 calls. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. Those are the numbers to call to join the show tonight. We're taking 5. Okay, I'll make it 6 TDTD from the 2 numbers. Let's see you. Good evening to you. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is
Oh, your monitor.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. How can I?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So this is just speaking a call for all of us. This is what I've been with me about a little time. First of all, let me say sorry for y'all. This is our vehicle. You know, our young and speak to the people that are listening. No, so that you know, people now when English not because they are going to court. How many someone come off here again and come in the morning in court? How many acting not because of CDC just in court and 25 of the people? The people go to court and to say members of major opposition political party. Oh, we don't have nowhere to go. Here are political institutions. More especially we have people in the CDC that we PDC. Some of us we in the CDC today because we PDC people that want to see there. These are people that talk to us. These are people that come up for the CDC. So they are taking for everywhere they play. And we want to continue to engage the party. More especially the chairman. The chairman is the worker.
Let me tell you something. Dixon Sibo and Fonadi Kofa there. Trust me, with everything that's happening, I can see that they are only into CDC right now because of Mr. Weir. I can tell you that for free. If Mr. Weir was not in CDC, or if Mr. Weir has served his 2 terms in the CDC, Sibo and Kofa will be out of CDC. I tell you something serious, because if they were considering the roles that the party play, CDC. All of us who are CDCians and we are Shans and all of that, we must say thanks to George Weah. Probably that's why keeping the CDC alive right now, because we are still alive and still has one term to go as president and all of that. That's why keeping the CDC alive. But trust me.
And the frustrating part is that this very position because of the same party. Because people are able also to show community and people are struggling with between the parties. But the very position because of the same party. Yes, they want to put a clear equal. You don't see the mere person of the party.
Yeah.
But the person we are when someone go for the power for the shopping, I never be a penny we are. That's not simple friendly behavior. You know it. The party need to be able to say they equal. But you are going to be doing. How many people have said equal to say you're going to the party know what happening equal? There is your way of going to see the party person equal. It is your way of going to be at the so not going to be at the going to be on the president, but see the way equal. The way I know for the I will only play and go to the code there. So it's fast for we are frustrated in the party, but we are there's nowhere to go. But the other thing is fairly seriously. And all that things you understand, case you are having a case, but you go. Only thing they plan because of seriously. Only because of seriously, how they plan. They don't decide to say support your brother. They have no case.
Yeah.
So the party chairman is the one go. The party chairman is the one. I'm going to do a on a see what I know. Teaching, you know, the strategy. I think of how I know. The people you said, thank you, my chief. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's take the last 5 callers and then we go home tonight. Good evening to you. Drazon, go ahead. Oh, Drazon. G?
Yeah.
Oh, GLAYZ or DON?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to thank you for the show. First of all, I really say that there will be no abuse, there will be no.
I didn't hear you. You keep me broken.
No?
Yes. You coming in broken. What happened to your network? Oh, my man never.
Hello?
Yes, okay, you better.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
After, for your statement of there, no fighting, no passing for the 2026.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
All right.
I want the physician in the hot desk to wake up, start taking up medicine, the people mistake, so we'll be able to work on it for 2029.
Yeah.
But all of that say that in your heart, they keep quiet level. 2029, what the method I will tell the people? Come on, they just say that the phone ahead. They don't want to protect, they will not solve no problem.
No, that's not true. That's true.
The one thing we need to do here now is to start finding ideas to tell the people are coming back. We're going to show the people, but nothing. Oh, they just say that nothing happening in the country.
This year they're protecting their different interests.
Yeah, they're protecting their different interests, but some of us will tell us we just love this party. So that's because of that we'll go against our party. But for me, I can tell anybody for free and show. 2029, if our president we are coming, no vote one, vote for. But I think they go to after they get the election, the first round, all of them will say that. The local president we are want to go back for the second round, well, they don't even tell people nothing to do. So this time around, everybody kind of uncle. They see what they feel they're there today, they enjoy the same comment. They pray to God and 2029, so we all come back. Everybody will say vote one, vote for. Everybody will come uncle.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's squeeze in this person from line 2. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, I did that.
Come on, me. My sister, sorry before you can blast. I mean, sorry.
Okay.
I was in the hospital when I saw your missed call, but I couldn't answer the call because I had a trip on me. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, sorry. Let's go carry on.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to the family also.
Amen.
I have my grandson coming on.
Yeah. Like you get grandson and granddaughter now.
Oh, for you?
Oh, you get Austin, Austin or Austina, you know? Austina is 3 years old now.
Okay. Thank God to hear that.
Yeah.
That's what my daughter take you. Now, one in my hand, one on my back.
Oh, you won't go ahead with your point.
You never have my son. No, I'll say thank you for the children that I really joy. And that the fact will not be a fair fish. They say, no. It's a cow. Will coffee and eat. What did he say? Coffee break down. You're going to just here. Someone is there at you. I want to talk too much tonight.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Speedy recovery to you. Just squeezing 2 more. Okay. Patupa, yeah. Let me take Patupa. Happy New Year to you, Papi.
I wish you the same.
Sorry, you didn't call me too, but I'm missing your call. Your call was always coming in the time I was on medication.
I can't hear. What? I said, but what happened?
Yeah.
Thank you to hear you this night. Well, nothing else to say, my son. Thank you for all what you explained and what that is reality. So nothing else. So wanted to say hi to you to hear you.
Okay.
May God bless you. May God strengthen you. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Appreciate all of you. Let's take call from this end. I think we have 2 more calls. What the phone tell me is 6 minutes after 5. What is that? Thomas Sabo, go ahead. Greetings, and don't bring no personal issue here. I told you we'll handle it behind the scene. You gotta know you. I look at me. You won't for here.
No, I'm fighting. Anyway, Happy New Year to you. And let me say Happy New Year to every well-meaning Liberian. Austin, you see, the government, it is starting to launch an investigation without coming out with the funding. Since February, car got burned, and up to now, the police didn't come out with any report. Then, which means they have a motive, practice, so investigation.
I mean, I bring my car, man. I bring the car. I know. They may know that. I know that they don't bring the car. They know that. Even know that. Even know who they even hire to bring the car and all. They know that one. So don't waste the time. They will not investigate.
Yeah. So get given for another February and see what they will do, because that information, some of need that information. We really need that information about Joe Parker, because this woman is not very yes country with that.
No, that information about Joe Parker. Don't waste the time. I can't give it to you. I can't put it outside. Don't waste the time, Thomas.
Yeah, somehow we will marry. Don't know how we do that.
Don't.
Nothing about the woman supposed to be protected.
Yeah.
Anyway, we still settle our issue behind the scene. Happy New Year, one.
Thank you very much. Now, but I told you, I said, Joe, you give me 1 million. I said, I can't put that information outside. I want to bring the car for. Yeah, I'm not afraid because they bring the car. I can't put it outside. But I was decide not to put it outside because I know that my training tells me not to put any information outside. Any kind of. And so they were just misbehaving anyway. So let's take the second to the last caller. Good evening to you. Let's hear you. Hello. Okay. I think I want to go. I won't go home. So folks, let me see who came on while I was talking. Somebody said we should vote Alexander Cummings in 2029. Let me see who's that person. Dodo Zikieba. Nelson said we should vote Alexander Cummings in 2029. Imosa says, good evening, brother. King Sergio. We say Happy New Year, manager. Thank you so much. Peter Tupa. Welcome, Diamond Stone. Thank you, James Lamine. Welcome, Pia Chidi. Welcome. It's good to have all of you. Terry, Connor, Ami, Amani, Yipa. Welcome, brother. Sarah Chi, Augustine, Tari, Uncle Classic, Miller Brown, all of you. Anna Kelkula. It's good to have all of you. William W. Wulu, Weather. Wonder. Welcome, Wonder. Eric Melvin Smith, Platupa, all of you. It's good to have all of you. Let's go home. It's good to have all of you. Let's go home. Let's go. Yeah, Desmond Flomo, it's good to have you tonight. Clary Allison, you are my MVP. Yeah, my MVP answered the home that you. But now obviously it will be the MVP. She took care of me. But you're my MVP. No offense to the rest, but some of you, I didn't take your course on a serious note. But like, when you answer a course, she'll call me an answer. She called me an answer. She had never spoke. Then she will send text. Anyway, yeah. You're my MVP. And I'd like to say thank you so much for checking in. You show huge and unexpected concern. And I'm deeply appreciative of your concern and all of that. So we'll go home. Tomorrow, real fireworks starts. Tonight, we're trying to trash out, clear the platform for the old issues. And so tomorrow, we're beginning real show. Like I said to you, we have made some adjustments in the show, the platform, and all of the structure of the show. Beginning next week, we're introducing the interview segment. So we're doing the show for 1 hour, 15 minutes beginning next week. And the last 45 minutes, there will be an interview with a newsmaker. We're interviewing everybody in the country beginning next week. Everybody in the country we're interviewing. We're interviewing everybody beginning next week. So once you're a newsmaker, the issues of our societal concern, those concerned with those issues will be interviewed for 45 minutes. We intersperse with those who are coming in with sponsorship and partnership. So so that's the new format of the show for beginning next week. This week, I think we are doing our monologue. But next week, yes, we'll do 1 hour, 15 minutes, and then the remaining 45 minutes will be a special interview with some special guests. So let's go home. Thanks to all of you. I do appreciate the support. And yes, so we'll be back here tomorrow by God. We'll be back tomorrow by God's grace. Let's take a word from our sponsor, Comfortable Liberia, and then followed by our break. Comfortable, where are you?
There are crowds in many places in every community, you know.
So yes, we go, and guess what? I just received a message that here you go, yeah, thank you. My man, my musician can say that go. 10:30 is my own musician. There are 3 Liberian entertainers and content creators that I'm going to follow this year, and probably tomorrow I will name them all. The remaining 2, but one of them is 10:30. 10:30. I love 2 Liberian entertainers or content creators that I love so much. I admire them so much, their craft and all of that, their art. I'm going to follow them officially in this year. I'm going to announce them and feature some of their contents on the show beginning tomorrow. So 10:30 you can say that go. My man said they come for me to carry me on Johnson Street to get car to go home. They went downstairs.
Comfortable Liberia.
Thank you, Dato. Shout out to all of you.
Don't take the law into your own hands.
Shout out to you who come for me to carry me Johnson Street.
This is
Go home. Shout out to you.
Old Man Sam Zion.
I appreciate it. So the minute dancer will get me.
People bringing shelter to your door. Stop it, cry and make it peace for them before. Come stop while I bring. Hey, people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up when you stop slipping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on.
So until we see tomorrow,
Okay, let's go.
do have yourselves pleasant moments in your respective areas. It was nice being with you on the first edition of the show. Tonight was a teaser. We have a lot of information available for you for the year 2026. This year is called No Friendship Year. We're not pretending friend, you. No friendship year the year. Our political resolution. No friendship year.
We tired with the lies. We tired with the promises that let us.
So I see you tomorrow. Bye bye. All of you. Bye.
That push the preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. Making we saw it frustrate us. So God bless you now.